Welcome to
Super Mario Galaxy!
Let's Play. Joining me on this endeavor across the starry skies is faithful co-commentator Blind Cat.
It's true. We can tell it's for hardcore gamers because they decide to child-proof the start screen.
We don't want you accidentally starting this game. Let's launch right into it. If your lifespan is 80 years and you timed it wrong, you're out of luck. The deaths numbered in the hundreds of thousands.
Greedy toads only collecting star bits, not helping with the star.
Starbits don't come in yellow, apparently. Which then was circling the moon for some odd reason.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you. From Peach.
And so we're off to get our first item in the game, the P-Wing. Mario is very excited for it too.
Welcome to the Mushroom Kingdom, circa 2006. Fashionably late. Let's try and...
Well, I just got the letter 5 minutes ago.
We're trapped. We are locked inside. We are forced to party. Well, actually, I prefer coins. I think they're just a better collectible in general. They're more classic and, No, actually, I don't really point the Wiimote at the screen. Well, not really, actually. I try to...
He's not even gonna look at the view though. No, they are sparkly. He has a point.
Well, they're not the sparkliest. We did have shines in the last game. Those were shinier, pretty much by definition. You know what?
Everyone's doing it.
No, I'm not a follower. I am my own individual. I've made my career as a Let's Player on this. I am not going to collect star bits.
Not a single one?
Not. I am decreeing it right here and now. Super Mario Galaxy star bitless. Did I miss something?
Are those meteors coming from the hills?
The hills have meteors, yes. Oh, and there's a bird. Did somebody call Bowser ugly? What? Looks like I've got some stuff to do. Woohoo. Neither Super Toad is doing anything to help. I think that's what Princess Peach had to give Mario. A very heavy statue of a star.
It looks like it's made out of mercury.
It's actually all elements very densely combined.
They're going to ram the castle.
My plan of defense, stand on the balcony.
You planned this the same day as the festival. Of course I'm not attending. RSVP or else.
The subtitle was very helpful there. I couldn't understand it through his accent.
Bowser is suddenly Magneto.
You know, airships weren't enough. Here's a giant spaceship. Flying saucer.
Oh, looks like we failed our mission. There's nothing left to do but build on it.
We can't actually free these toads from the crystal. They're trapped in there for arguably eternity.
I believe World 1 is the other way. We know the routine by now, Mario.
I don't feel like helping this time around. I'm just gonna try and blend into the background and see if anybody blames me. The voice clip played from some of these toads doesn't quite match up with the text bubble. Wow, now we're dying. Wow, now.
They just belly flop.
That's how you call them as I run around with my arms flailing at maximum speed. Oh, those meteors falling from the sky, they always land in the same spot, but they can do damage to you.
Oh, we actually might be able to save the princess still before she gets abducted. Where is the ship that was in front of the castle?
I'm getting to it, princess. If I could go into first-person view, I would gladly show you off.
Quit lollygagging. Get to the princess.
I'm trying to help the princess by taking out Bowser, but we can't board his airship just yet. And if we look at this waterfall in the background, it is actually very, very shiny.
Ah, through the sewers, of course.
And we can't swim in the water. The current would drag us away to another galaxy.
And I bet you're not gonna make it.
Oh cool, they hired a laser light show for the festival.
Spectrum lasers.
Okay, the toad in the background was trying to land on his head. Just like Onion Billy.
If anything, wouldn't those chains just pick up portions of the ground?
A fistful of grass in each one. That was Bowser's master plan, but he's just rolling it with it at this point. I would like to see the moat also come with.
And everything just changed size relative to each other.
And there's no air for the airship in space.
Those chains are loose.
Well, there's no more gravity to hold them down.
A blast of PlayStation buttons.
I can't handle the console. The starship didn't enter that thing, it just flew away on its own accord. If we look very closely at the end of the cutscene, we can see that something actually came out of the trans-dimensional rift. Right there.
A round ball of chibi.
Must collect.
And as if it wasn't chibi enough yet, let's play.
Mario Galaxy.
Why, yes it is. Every tutorial guide has to demonstrate the ability.
That thing is constantly jumping with the A button. It can't move in any other way. No, let's play Super Mario Galaxy. Well, I can tell you about where you are. It's about 300 feet in diameter, and there's no way to escape. This is less hide and seek and more tag. If we really wanted to collect these bunnies as fast as possible, we just collect some star bits and throw them at the bunnies, and they would knock them over, and we can catch them quite quickly that way. You see the inherent problem with that. So instead we just squeeze their bum, and they wiggle around. And then they just totally screw their friends over by telling us where the other ones are hidden. The moveset for Mario Galaxy has actually been greatly reduced, even further from Mario 64 and Sunshine. We cannot dive, we cannot sidekick, we cannot punch, we cannot slide on our belly. We can run, we can jump, double jump, triple jump, backflip, and crawl. Though crawling never actually comes into the play in the game.
Where exactly is the light source for this planet? Is it just the ground?
Bioluminescence. The grass. Whenever we run through grass or flowers or anything that's raised off of the ground in texture form, we want to be careful because starbits will spew out of it in random directions, but the collision for it is not loaded instantly, so we have a chance to escape before we actually collect it, which is nice. My butt is very ticklish, stop it. Stop it.
Is that bunny sweating?
Sweating sparkles. That coin is confused as hell.
It's actually a boo.
If I just stand really still, nobody will notice that I'm in this game.
A patch of really bioluminescent grass is up there.
Well, it's not actually that bad that you brought me here, otherwise I'd be adrift in space, so... Now, this is the gateway to the starry sky, as opposed to the jet black sky that you've heard so much about.
Mama's boy.
If that involves genocide, just please. We saved your life. You owe us one. Those uneven stairs were a real platforming challenge. Your mama is trapped in the snow globe.
Don't stare directly at it.
Mario's gone blind. I do a very poor job of this. And here he is.
Rocket boots.
So you're going to need to start up a space program. Here's $60 billion. Here's a picture of the Grand Star so you can locate it easier. I'm out. Peace. And Mario is completely unfazed at this.
Those are some really dusty crystals.
Now, I tried to plan out a no-spinning run, but there are just too many unbreakable objects like this that need to be spun.
I guess we can't call you unshakable.
Now, I want you to remember that anytime we see star chips in this game, it's because a meteor broke up a launch star into separate parts. Black hole, core of the planet, same thing, right?
Well, obviously this planet wouldn't have enough gravity to hold you there otherwise. Something has to be drawing you towards the ground. Because you can never have enough of yourself.
We keep him back at the lab. If you die, we just take your brain out and put it in his body.
Goombas, also indigenous to space.
Well, actually, these Goombas that I am killing so far, these are all a different species of Goomba. They are softer, light brown Goombas, and they are only indigenous to space and this planetoid up here. The other form of Goomba, you can see out in the distance, is red or brown, and is shaped more like a mushroom rather than a ball. These ones, I believe, are canon to Super Mario World, and the other ones are canon to Super Mario Brothers. These ones drop a coin if you spin them or jump on them. But if you knock them over with a star bit or that and then kick them, they turn into star bits, as most any enemy in this game does. Now, I want you to be sure that I have eliminated every single enemy from this planetoid.
One of which enemies?
Oh, they spawned a red-brown Goomba. He is the only one that will ever have the key.
He's also slightly taller, so there's an inherent extra challenge in it.
Yeah, he does. He is higher up on the Goomba hierarchy. That sounds like an incredibly painful scream when you're turning into an inanimate object like that. Just have to get picked up by it. You don't have to get picked up by it. You shake anywhere near a launch or sling star and you'll be sucked right in and shot right out.
Oh, this is gonna be a tricky jump.
Now, there was actually a bit of a perspective difference. This is quite larger than you had believed, and we can't jump on it. It's just too big.
Oh, but you don't have the super boots yet. We still have to pick those up before we can take on this enemy.
And he's not even wearing a spiky helmet. Of course, the biggest Goomba always has the key. Oh, I'll be sure to implement that sometime in the future.
The obstacles just keep coming. So we have to do a side quest here, and
You see, I'm hurrying by placing myself on the rim of the pipe. Speedrun tactic.
so we've gotten pretty used to the mechanic here. One of these Goombas around this trek of tasers will have a key.
It looks like it's making a cotton candy balloon.
Major plot point here.
Yeah, I can't wait to uncover the secret of what Bowser is trying to do with this awful machine. But the glass on this one is actually unbreakable by our spin move, so we have to actually go get a more powerful spin move and return to this area later. Or we could do that.
Of course.
They are continuously floating creatures. They just cannot touch the ground. There's their one weakness. So they have to get somebody who is affected by gravity. That's the entire reason Mario's here. And they try and trick us by placing semi-bent bars of electricity on top of the switches, but they didn't make them wide enough. The floor is both hot lava and electrocution. See? Why would you even have that switch? Now, this does look quite trippy when you are inside of a sphere and running at full speed. It looks like you're moving through the fourth dimension, in a way. Yeah, I'm gonna get right on that. Hurry. Okay, I'll hurry. I'm sure it's important. Now, the stars in this game are actually quite bigger than what we've seen before because the NPCs are regular sized stars. They have to make these much larger and shinier. Worship me!